The Tyson Fury vs Deontay Wilder rematch looks set to go up against a likely showdown between Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte on April 13th at Wembley. So first of all, we know the date that AJ will be fighting on, but we do not 100% know the opponent, but it is looking like it will be Dillian Whyte. I'm not going to lie, I would have liked to see Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury get in there with AJ, but it just seems highly unlikely, especially Deontay Wilder, because he doesn't seem keen to have any talks with Eddie Hearn or Anthony Joshua's team about a potential undisputed fight. And Wilder and his team are being highly obstinate over negotiations or even contact at all. I think Eddie Hearn said he sent 5 or 6 emails and they've all gone unanswered. And as for Fury, he is chasing the rematch with Deontay Wilder, so that is his goal. So it is likely that AJ's next fight will be Dillian Whyte. I think that's the one he will go for. That's the next best fight after Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I mean, there is the Jarrell Miller fight in America, but I don't know. I just think it will be Dillian Whyte now. Eddie Hearn said he's going to go back and make a better offer to Dillian Whyte and his team for the AJ fight. So, if you consider that Dillian Whyte and AJ will be fighting on April 13th at Wembley, I know the fight hasn't been made yet, but it is likely that that is the one that they will take. So if you consider that they will be fighting on April 13th, then when will Fury Wilder be? Well, Fury said he is keen to get back out soon, and he wants to be back out in late April, early May. So I think that is when the date will be penciled in. Which means we could have 2 massive heavyweight showdowns in the space of 1 month. Now, I guess you could say that they are going up against each other. Now, you would think that both fights will clash in some way with views and money and fans wanting to see them. But I think these fights are big enough for both fights to sell well enough, and I don't think fans will pick one or the other. Fans will want to watch both because they are both huge fights, and the winners could set up a future undisputed fight. So I don't think views and fans and ticket sales will be harmed all that much from both fights taking place within a month. And I think it will be kind of cool, because then obviously both fights get done and both fighters then have ample time to rest, recover, and then prepare again for an undisputed fight if it were to be made, and if it can be made. So, all in all, I think these 2 next fights will be pivotal as to the possibility of both potential winners fighting, and not just based on the result, but the success of both fights. Because if AJ and Whyte sells incredibly well, and Fury and Wilder not so much, then the winner of Fury Wilder will have less leverage in negotiations for the undisputed fight, and vice versa if Dillian Whyte and AJ doesn't sell as well as Fury Wilder. Which I think that one is highly unlikely because AJ has so many fans that he can pretty much easily sell out a football stadium now, so I don't think his fight will be harmed all that much. But anyway, the success of both of these fights, AJ versus Dillian Whyte, which is not been made, but it is, as I said, a highly likely, and Fury Wilder, will determine which party has more leverage during negotiations. So while it is about the winner itself, it is also about the popularity of the event, considering how they can have more leverage or less leverage going into negotiations. So these next 2 fights, Dillian Whyte AJ and Fury Wilder, will determine where we are with the heavyweight division and will give us 2 clear-cut champions to go in the ring with each other, possibly at the end of 2019, to unify all of the belts undisputed champion in 2019. Also, what we see with these 2 events is Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren going up against each other again with rival shows, not on the same date perhaps, but within possibly a month, and they both have huge heavyweights and great prospects for the future. So there we have it, guys. Which fight do you think will sell better? Which fights do you think will be made for 2019? Please drop your thoughts in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you, guys.